Hey guys, so welcome to the JB's Nature Walk, and today I'm going to show you some more frosty macro photography. So it's been a while since I've actually been outside. I've taken a lot of these pictures in one day. We just been getting a lot of snow in Maryland, and we're getting some more, I think, this week and the week after that, so it's going to be a while until I go outside and get some new photos. So I'm just glad I'm able to still do my YouTube videos from old images. But these aren't really that old. I shot these a few weeks ago before we even started getting snowstorms and all that. So this image here is a frosty grass blade. I took this around early morning. I'm amazed at how many images I've took. I think I took like a little over 100, and I was very specific about what I wanted to capture. I was specific about the exposure I wanted, the lighting, what else, and just the detail I wanted to capture in my photographs. So yeah, this is well, it looks a little like it's sort of like a bridge in a way, but it's actually going upwards. So maybe it's like a roller coaster in a way. The way it's like positioned, you don't see too many bridges, going slanted like that, going upward like that. Beautiful shapes, lines. I like the right edge of this grass blade. You got a little bit of yellowish tinge. It's definitely degrading and receding in life. It's about to decompose and all that, but it is still life. Basically, it's not completely dead. And here's one of my favorite images. I would say is frosty red leaf. I shot this against the sun, as you clearly can see. So there's a little bit of backlit light. I love it. Um, this was a very physically challenging photograph to get. I would say this, like, I had to like squat down a certain way. It wasn't the most comfortable with the wind blowing my back when I was bending over. It was not fun. And I just took like maybe 4 images of this leaf because I wanted to capture this beautiful line going right in the middle of the leaf. I just had to capture that. And the beautiful frost sparkles all over the leaf. Beautiful. And on the top part of the leaf, I love the gorgeous glow the sun is illuminating on the ice. Beautiful, beautiful detail. I hadn't seen, I'm not even sure if this is a red leaf or this is brown, but I just decided to call it red because I shot it against the sun. I think this is actually brown, but it looks red against the sunlight. If I didn't shoot against the sunlight, I think it would just look like a regular brown leaf. But I love how you can just play with different lighting directions, and if you play with it a certain way, you can actually change the color in your photographs. So that's pretty cool, and it's great to learn about color theory, I would say. Yeah, um, yeah, I just like the backlit part. It looks really amazing. You can even see a little bit of the shadows, like this, like a diagonal line going across this leaf. I think there is like some type of grass blade in front of it, and it is caused some amazing lines and textures in the photograph. Beautiful. And so what else we got here? So I love this image. I actually captured this from above. What I mainly like about this one is that you see on how this clearly stands out on the lower right, I guess, corner of this leaf, right? Not so much frost, but on the rest of this leaf is a lot of frost. I love the duality. I love the how should I say this, contrast and polarities of energies, and I kind of capture that, the polarity of different things since I was outside that day. I just had to capture it all. This reminded me of the polarity universe we live in. This is like a clear evidence of that. This leaf clearly illustrates the law of polarity, which is pretty cool. If you guys don't know what law of polarity is, I definitely highly suggest you look that up, because I think this leaf really illustrates that. Um, beautiful and law of gender. But yeah, then you can see a lot of frost on the grass blades from a higher perspective, and just viewing it up close, you get to see that through this image. Beautiful. It looks like a little jungle below. Yeah, it basically is a jungle, except everything is not moving as much um, as a typical jungle. It's freezing cold. Yeah. On this day I went out, it was definitely like, um, it was definitely in the 20s. You know, that's the only way you're gonna get these type of pictures when it's this freezing cold. But I do like that I'm able to capture winter and capture the earth in different freezing conditions, the different um, pictures I capture. Um, I don't think a lot of people like see and view the macro world like this, but I guess it's time for me to show you guys what it actually looks like in the wintertime, especially in terms of the small things in life that we sometimes not overlook. I sometimes overlook, but looking through these photographs, I'm definitely thinking about the small things, and the small things have the biggest impact on all of us. So there's the leaves, the plants around us, because without the leaves and plants, we wouldn't even be here. So I'm just starting to acknowledge that as well. I love this. This is the same leaf from the original image, except I actually zoomed in on this one. I got some close-up images of this leaf, and you can see the clear contrast. You can see the line dividing between the frost and the bare leaf. Beautiful, beautiful contrast, beautiful colors. You can tell that the sunlight clearly illuminated the bare side of the leaf. Really amazing. You see little sprinkles of it on the bare leaf, at least on the right side. You see a little bit of it. Gorgeous detail. I just love the contrast. To me, that makes the photograph. To me, I love it. I love the contrast. It just makes the photograph for me. I love the line that's going through this leaf. I'm gonna call that the stem. I love how it just looks. It transforms it. Like you move your eyes to the lower right corner of the image. It goes from bare, sort of a little sparkly, then it goes to all the far left to it's like a frozen winter wonderland. And it's the same leaf. I mean, the same, yeah, it's the same stem. But like I said, it kind of goes back to the law of polarity. Everything's the same to a different degree. And that's basically what this image illustrates. Um, so I'm not even sure what this is. I call it small frosty vines. These are like little small vines. It might be grass blades for all I know, but I love the shape of this of the frost though. It looks like it's like icicles in a way, like small frozen icicles. Beautiful. It looks like a frozen landscape basically. It almost looks like the beach a little bit because of the sandy soil. It looks sandy, right? But I actually think it was frozen. But it does look like it's a little bit sandy material, sandy soil. But yeah, um, it just stood out to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna photograph this because I've never seen this, or maybe if I have, I just haven't really acknowledged it in my presence. But now I do, and it looks really, really cool looking. It looks like a jungle, but a frozen jungle with icicles and vines. And I guess the vines are on some type of tree, or the vines could be viewed as a tree in some way. A beautiful guy. I love this beautiful detail, lighting, shape of the icicles and vines. Really amazing. What else do I see about this? The You can see on the right side of this beautiful darkish brownish type of sandy soil. It's I'm not even sure if it's I'm not even sure what that is. Like it's on the right corner of this, and you see a lot of um, I'll say this: it's different from the other parts of the sandy soil because it's a little darker patch on the right corner of the image versus the lightish tinge of the whole overall image. this is a different perspective of this. I'll say small vines of the jungle with icicles. Yeah, this, but I'll say these two images are the most intriguing to me because I never see anything like this, at least like in the winter time. In the summertime, I might just think of this as regular dried up grass blades or something. And maybe that's what this is. And the soil will probably look a little different. But yeah, in the wintertime, it's completely different. I just have a hard time to figure out what is this. What is this material? What is this plant material? Is it still alive? Is this? I don't know. It stood out to me. But beautiful overall. Um, what else? It almost looked like this small vine is coming from up top somewhere. I love how these vines is coming from a higher vantage point. It looks like if you look on the top right corner, it looks like it's coming from a higher place. Just from looking at the image, I don't even remember what it looked like beyond that point, but I just saw a lot of small white icicles or frost just taking over the small vines, and it's like, you know what? It could just be like it just is interesting to me, guys. I don't know how to describe this image. I'm gonna just call it small vines. I know it's weird and interesting at the same time. And I don't know what else to call it. But this is one of my favorite images I took on this day. I would say really, really beautiful. Here's another one of my favorites so far. I must say this again. This is another example of long polarity, man. You got half of this tree bark and frost, and the other half is not. It's beautiful. I love the contrast. Like I say, guys, we live in a polarity universe, and these photographs clearly show that, clearly illustrate that. This is the most interesting thing I saw this day. I saw this thing a mile away. It's like, you know, I have to photograph this. I just love the beautiful straight line between the frost and the bare leaf. I mean, and the branch is beautiful, man. It's eye engaging. It's I don't know how to describe it, man. It's really beautiful. Really, I'm just glad I was able to capture this. Um, but yes, it is an image of duality. Duality of different poles, positive, negative poles. Um, yeah, that's all I can say. And masculine and feminine and all that. All that's in this photograph. Even on the left side of this image where the bark is, it's still a little bit of, you can tell that it's been frozen on that side. It just looks like on the left side the frost is kind of melted away a little bit, and it's not as intense white as you can see as the right side of the tree bark. Um, it's actually a branch. It's a fallen branch that is found on the ground. But yeah, I just shot this overhead. I was like, this is a beautiful illustration of two polar opposites. And this is the same thing, but this is at a different vantage point. But I just shot this by crouching down and, you know, and just shooting it from a different perspective instead of overhead. This is the same thing in a way because, like I said, it might not be like the similar texture, but like I said, the bottom part is no frost or just a little of it. But then the top part is another bit frost. So it's really, really beautiful, really amazing. Yeah, this is the last image, guys. So I will say this: I am going to do another. Um, I'm probably gonna do another macro photography series. Cause like I said, we're getting some snow, and you know that's gonna mess up my plans. And I'm not gonna have time to take pictures in a while. So until winter passes, I guess I'm just going to be on household lockdown until I can go outside and enjoy the nice spring weather. The next month is spring, so I'm just going to be patient and just wait it out, and see what happens. You know. Yeah, I definitely want to get some more. I want to get some moving subjects next time I come out. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I hope you guys aren't getting tired of these macro photography, but it is wintertime. So you guys definitely can't complain about that. I'm getting you guys something. And winter is what I'm giving you. And in terms of macro photography, and this is my first time actually taking macro photography this seriously in terms of the winter subjects. So it's interesting, really interesting experience. So I want you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. Buy my books, buy my prints, and the links below the description. Donate today. There's also in the link below the description to support me what I do. I love doing what I love. I love nature. I love animals. And I love being outside and just capturing what I see. So support me any way you can. What else? So I definitely want to see you guys next week. Like I said, it's probably going to be more macro photography as usual. But we're probably getting a lot of snow this week. So I'm definitely not going to take any pictures because of the snow. So yeah, I want you guys to have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week. Hope you guys enjoy watching my video. Alright, bye. Bye, guys.